We are a family company, fourth generation, and I have 2 children who will succeed me in a few years. So then we will be 5th generation. We're the only privately held sewing machine company in the world, the only European company, we're Swiss, and all the other ones have disappeared. They're only in the Far East. And, so this is the Bernina way we do business, and we are in 80 countries. We are 119 years old, the company. Bernina brand name is 80 years old this year. And because the first 40 years, my great-grandfather and my grandfather, they produced industrial sewing machines. And then they moved, or he moved, my grandfather moved in 1932 to the first Bernina household sewing machine. And the brand name Bernina was then created only in 1932. Do you know where the name comes from?
That's what I was going to ask.
Huh?
A child, somebody's name?
A child?
I was going to ask you that. That was my question. Where did they get the name?
Who has been to Switzerland? Famous mountain near St. Moritz, Bernina. Pits Bernina. So it's 13,500 feet high. So it's one of the major mountains in Switzerland. So this is the Bernina way, and we're looking forward to have another 80 or 100 years ahead of us.
But you said your grandparents were vacationing?
We're vacationing in St. Moritz, and he needed a brand name.
Why couldn't someone name
Because he didn't have a brand name up to then. And so he was looking at this mountain. It's a Bernina, it's kind of a nice name, which is internationally, he was thinking, you know, exporting this machine, so Bernina. Many think Bernina is Italian, you know, everything ending with A is a little Italian. But it's actually on the border of Italy, but he was the inventor of the hem stitch machine. You know hem stitch?
Yes.
So that was great-grandfather, 1893, that's when he started.
So he was a mechanical inventor of things?
Yeah, he was an inventor. He had the first car in where we live in this canton. In 1893, he had his car already. I mean, yeah, he was inventing a bicycle type, and he was an inventor. Yeah.
And he invented the first hem stitch machine.
Yeah.
You said. And then that, I guess it sold well enough that then...
Yeah, and then, you know, his son took over in the 20s, 1920s, and then he was running the company until my mother took over in 65, until 88, and 88 I took over.
When did Bernina USA get established? I mean, when did you sort of make that leap across the shores, as it were?
Well, we had 2 importers, one on the east side until
East Coast,
late 50s. And Swiss Bernina was established, I think, in 61, 62 in Chicago under the name Swiss Bernina. And then on the west coast, we had our Mormon friends from Salt Lake City. They were selling a lot of Berninas because Mormon women, you know, they can't work. They a lot of children, so sewing. And still, you know, Salt Lake City is probably the biggest market we have. So, and then in 85, we merged, we took them over, and then we created Bernina of America.
The machines that are sold in the United States, are they all manufactured in the United States?
No. The high ends are manufactured in Switzerland, and the medium to low ends in Thailand, in our own factory. We have 300 people there. Very modern factory. Bernina is the only company who differentiates their lawing machines, which we don't manufacture. You know, we buy them, we design them, but we have them manufactured in Asia under the brand name Burnett.
Is your family a sewing family?
My wife is. I'm not.
And your mother, was she?
She was not really. She was
Any
more.
of your ancestors?
My grandmother was, remember?
Okay. This is just a machine kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But Mr. Ueltschi has made a quilt with his family. Okay.
With the help of family. I'm good in delegating in these things.
Did you think we could sell it in the gallery?
Yeah, right.
Now, how much is the U.S. figure in your global?
60% of our sales are in the United States. So that's why it's very important to have a strong good dealer in New York. We want to make this New York place the Bernina place.